Okay, let's take our block and put it under our shoulder blades and the long way. And then let's drop your head back to the mat and open your throat. Bring your arms to a T, palms are up. Open your chest, and then just let your legs fall where you're comfortable, maybe to the corners of your mat. And just take a couple breaths here in this chest opener. And notice how your body feels. And begin breathing in through your nose and out through your nose. Big, long, relaxing inhales and exhales, all through our nose. We're going to use our block a little in this practice, so keep it handy after we're done here. And as always, if you need a block for any of the other postures, use them there as well. Take your last inhale through your nose, and on your exhale, bring your knees into your belly and reach for the outsides of your shin and just kind of squeeze yourself in and roll on up, removing your block from your mat. And then we're going to come into table. So align your shoulders over your wrists and your hips over your knees. And then turn your fingers back towards your knees. And then any movements here that feel good. Pulling your shoulders back and away from your ears. And you might want to lean back. As you can see in the video, I'm doing a little bit of shoulder push-ups here. I've been working on my handstand probably for a really long time. But just trying some different things here. Anything that feels good. Maybe putting some weight in your wrist, sitting back towards your feet. And then when you're ready, flip your hands over. Palms up. And adding a little bit of weight here, but doing so very carefully as to not hurt your wrists. And if you have Ujjayi breathing in your practice, begin inhaling and exhaling with that audible exhale like you're fogging up a mirror. Mouth is closed. Inhale your left leg back, flexing your foot, and then extend your right arm forward. And do a couple little pulses here. Just teeny movements, keeping your leg and your arm raised to the same height as your torso, but just a little bit of movement. And then on your exhale, extend your left leg to the side, plant your hands, extend your left leg to the side, point your toes forward, and then bring your foot back to the outside of your right foot and your right hip, extending. And then bring it back out to the side. Bringing your toes forward. And then do an inhale up for cow and an exhale for cat. And then take an inhale, and on your next exhale, sit back towards that foot. And then do another inhale up, dropping your belly for cow. And then exhale, cat, pushing up. And then an inhale, and then an exhale, sit it back. Inhale, cow. Exhale, cat. Inhale. This time come up and plant your right hand towards the side of your right knee, and then extend that left arm up and over, looking at your palm. Inhale, come up to center, and then run your left hand down your left leg and reach your right arm up and over. And then on your exhale, plant your right hand back down on the other side, and left hand goes up and over. Inhale up, and then go back over to the left side one more time. Over to the right, one more. Inhale, come up center, and exhale over to the left side. Inhale, come up center. Exhale, plant your hands. Bring your knee back in so you're back into table. Then extend your right leg, flex your foot, and reach your left arm forward. And then do some pulses here. Again, keeping your arm and your leg at the same height as your torso, but small little pulses. You're looking down at your mat and core is engaged. Holding, then planting your left hand and taking your right foot to the side and setting it down on the floor. And then taking it behind you and extending towards the left side. And then bring it back over to the right, planting it on the floor. And then plant your left hand and reach your right hand over to the side. Inhale, come up. Exhale, right hand down, left hand reaches. Inhale, center, switch sides, reach left with your right arm. Inhale, up center, reach right with your left arm. Plant your left hand again, side stretch. Inhale, up center. Exhale, side stretch the other side. Inhale, come center. And then come down into your table. And then inhale, cow. And exhale, cat. And then inhale, and then exhale, sit back. Inhale, back up to table with your leg extended. Cow. Exhale, cat. Inhale, neutral spine, and then exhale, sit back down towards that left foot. Inhale, up into table, cow. Exhale, cat. Inhale, and then exhale, close, coming to your table, tucking your toes and pushing back into your down dog. Pedal your legs out, bending one knee, straightening the other, bringing your ankle to the floor, pulling those shoulders down your back, gazing back through your legs. Fingers are spread wide, hands are at a 45, tailbone towards the ceiling. On your next inhale, walk your hands back to your feet, and exhale, fold it on in. Inhale, roll up, raise your arms to the ceiling, and exhale, Tadasana. Set your intention for your yoga practice. Inhale, arms up, gaze up. Exhale, fold. Inhale, halfway up. Exhale, walk your hands out, chaturanga. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, down dog. Inhale, walk your hands back to your feet. Exhale, fold. Inhale, come all the way up. Exhale, fold. Inhale, halfway up. Exhale, walk it on out. Take your chaturanga. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, down dog. Inhale, walk your hands back to your feet. Exhale, fold. Inhale, roll it on up. Gaze up. Exhale, fold it on in. Uttanasana. Inhale, halfway up. Exhale, walk it on out. Chaturanga. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, down dog. Inhale, walk your hands back to your feet. Exhale, fold. Inhale, roll it on up. Gaze up. Arms up. Exhale, fold right back down. Inhale, halfway up. Exhale, walk it on out. Take your chaturanga. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, down dog. Inhale, walk your hands back to your feet. Exhale, fold. Inhale, roll it on up. Exhale, fold it down. Last time. Inhale, halfway up. Exhale, walk it on out. Chaturanga. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, down dog. Take a breath in your down dog. Inhale. And exhale. Just wanted to get the blood flowing a little here by some quick movements, quick couple sunnays. Then inhale, gaze forward. Exhale, step your feet to your hands. Bring your toes together. Bring your knees and your shins and your legs together. Squeeze them tight and sit back into your chair. Inhaling your arms up, gazing at your hands. Holding chair. Exhale, lift your left leg towards the back. Arms reach back, palms facing. Warrior 3. Exhale, bring your foot next to the other foot. Inhale, come back into chair. Exhale, sit down. Inhale, open up, warrior 3. Right leg goes back, hands go back, palms facing, squaring your hips, gazing out in front of you, shoulders pulled away from your ears. Exhale, bring your feet back together, sitting back into your chair. Inhale, your arms up. Exhale, fold, very straight legs, gazing between your legs. Uttanasana. Inhale, halfway up, gaze out in front of you. Exhale, coming to the floor, we're going to play with a funky little arm balance here. So left arm, palms down, forearms pushing into the floor. Right hand is behind your elbow, like you're going to get into crow. So do crow on your right. So elbow goes into your armpits, push down into your left hand and raise your left leg to the ceiling. That was my first attempt at it. One of my students wanted to try this pose today, so we're playing around with it. We'll try the other side on the next round. So back into down dog. Inhale, right leg to the ceiling, 3-legged dog. Exhale, bend your knee. Open up, gazing under your armpit. Open your side body. And then exhale, right knee to left elbow. Kick your foot out, straighten your leg. Inhale your left arm up, gaze at your hand. Exhale, slowly sit down into a wide-legged fold. Grab your block, put it in the center. You're probably going to want to stand it up tall. I don't do it on this first round. And then we're going to lift our left leg over and over. So pick it up, set it on the other side, and back, and over and back. Pulling in your abdominals, keeping that leg straight and that foot flexed. Keep moving it forward and back, and forward and back, and forward and back. And then inhale, coming back into your wide-legged fold. Plant your hands at the front of your mat. Inhale, back into your 3-legged dog. Exhale, bring that right foot behind your right hand. Bend that right knee. Come up into revolved crescent warrior. Right hand reaches for your left leg. Left leg is straight. You're on your toe. Left arm reaches for the ceiling. Gaze over your right shoulder. Knee and ankle are in alignment on your front leg. Toe is pointing forward. Inhale, plant your right hand in front of your right foot. Left leg floats. Open up into half moon. Left arm reaches for the ceiling. Gaze up at your left hand. Open your hips to the side wall. Exhale, look down and step it back. Peaceful warrior. Left leg is straight. Foot is parallel to the back of the mat. Right arm up and over, gazing at your right hand. Inhale, straighten your leg. Arms to a T. Reach forward. Trikonasana. Left arm goes up. Open that side body up again, gazing at your left hand. Fingers reach for your ankles, shins. What you want to concentrate on is keeping that torso open. Exhale, plant your left hand. Keep the bend in the right knee. Right arm goes up. Dragonfly twist. Exhale, squeeze left knee behind right knee. And then inhale, open back up. Back to dragonfly twist. Gaze is up at your hand. Exhale, look down. Back, left knee behind right knee. And then inhale, open, back to dragonfly twist. Turn your gaze once you're planted. One more time. Left knee behind right knee. This time, come up into floating curtsy. Bring your hands to prayer and come up on the right leg. Holding this floating curtsy. And then inhale, come up to standing on your right leg, marcher's pose for a transition. And then take that left leg and wrap it around your right leg for a double wrap. Eagle legs, right arm under left, eagle arms. Raise your elbows up high. Take a big inhale. And then exhale, crunch your elbows to your knees. Nice and slow. And hold the squeeze. Pull your belly in. And then inhale, release your binds. Coming up into marchers, arms towards the ceiling. Exhale, left hand reaches for the instep of the left foot. Bring your knees together. And then inhale, tilting, right hand reaching forward, kicking your foot into your left hand. Dancer pose. Exhale, release that foot and slowly step back. Foot's at a 45. Both legs are straight. Inhale, both arms up. Pyramid pose. Fold over your right knee. Exhale, knee to nose. Inhale, halfway up. Exhale, plant your hands. Step it back, three-legged dog. Right leg goes to the ceiling. And flip your dog. Inhaling, right arm towards the front of your mat, gazing at your hand. Exhale, elbow to knee. Hold, squeeze. Inhale, open, side plank variation. Exhale, plant your hand. Keep that right leg raised for a flying chaturanga. And then drop it. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, down dog. Take a breath in your down dog, gazing between your legs. And then we're going to move to the other side. Inhale, gaze forward, feet to hands, back to chair pose. Feet together, legs together. Pull your abdominals in, spine straight, reaching for the front. Shift your weight. Right leg goes back. Warrior three. Gaze out in front of you. Square your hips. Exhale, back to chair. Sink it down. Inhale your arms up. Gaze up at your hands. Shift your weight into your right leg. Left leg goes back. Warrior three. Palms are facing. Hips are squared. Flex your foot. Exhale, back to chair. Inhale, arms up. Sink it down on the exhale. Inhale, straighten your legs. Exhale, fold, Uttanasana. And then we're going to go into that funky arm balance. This time the right arm goes down like dolphin arm. Palm is flat. And then left hand is behind the elbow. Crow on the left side. I bring my head down. It helps with the balance. And then lift your right leg. But it really helps if you get your left knee into your armpit like actual crow. I'm making 2 attempts here on this side. Right leg goes up. And then exhale, come down. And we'll step back into our down dog. And then back into our 3-legged dog. Inhale, left leg to the sky. Exhale, left knee over to right elbow. Kick it out. Or you can take a balance here if you'd like. Inhale your right arm up towards the sky. And then exhale, sit down. Grab your block. Put your block in the center, tall ways. And then you're going to take your right leg and you're going to lift it over the block and set it down on the other side 10 times here. And 1, and 2, and 3, tall spine, and 4, tight abs, and 5, and over, and 6, and over, and 7, and over, and 8, and over. Evidently we're doing 8. Take your block, set it aside, plant your hands at the front of the mat. Inhale that left leg back up, 3-legged dog. Exhale, knee comes towards the elbow, left foot behind left hand, reverse revolve, right hand up, crescent legs, left hand reaches for right leg, gaze over your left shoulder. And then left hand plants, opening up into half moon. Right leg goes up, right arm goes up. Open your hips to the right side of the room. Gaze up at your hand if you have the balance. Exhale, bend into that left knee. Step that right foot back, foot parallel to the back of the mat. Peaceful warrior, left arm up and over. Sink into that left leg. Inhale, straighten both legs, arms to a T, reach and tip, Trikonasana. Gaze up at your right hand. Open your torso to the right side of the room. Exhale, look down, plant your right hand. Dragonfly twist, left arm goes up, big bend in the left knee. Exhale, right knee behind left knee, squeeze it. Supported curtsy, inhale, open, dragonfly twist, turn your gaze up. Exhale, squeeze, supported curtsy or twisting curtsy. Inhale, open, back to dragonfly. Exhale, squeeze it closed again, right knee behind left knee. Open it back up, last time, dragonfly twist, gaze up at your hand. Then exhale, right knee behind left knee, come up to floating curtsy. Palms, prayer hands, palms together. Pull in your belly, sink into those legs. Inhale, come up as a transition into marchers, right knee bent, and then wrap those legs, right knee or right leg around left leg for a double wrap, left arm under right, eagle arms, and sink. Take a big inhale, and then sink in, elbows to knees, and squeeze and hold. Breathing in the squeeze, and on your next inhale, open everything up, coming back to marchers, arms towards the ceiling, right knee bent, reach back, grab the instep of that right foot, and then we're going to move into dancer. Left hand reaches forward, torso tilts, kicking into that right hand with your right foot. Try to keep your hips square to the mat. Release that foot, step it back, straighten both legs, arms to the ceiling. Exhale, fold over your left knee, pyramid pose. Inhale, halfway up, gaze out in front of you, plant your hands. Inhale, left leg up, three-legged dog, bend your knee, flip your dog. Inhale, left arm reaches for the mirror, gaze at your palm. Exhale, knee to elbow, and squeeze and hold. Pull your belly in, flex your foot. Inhale, open and hold. Plant your left hand, keep the left leg floating, take your chaturanga. Drop your feet, inhale, up dog, exhale, down dog. Big inhale and down dog. And exhale. One more inhale. Gaze forward. Exhale, feet to hands. Bring those toes together. We're going to do this flow again. Sit back into your chair pose. Gaze up at your hands. Sink it down. Inhale, warrior three, left leg goes back. Exhale, chair. Inhale, arms up, sink it down on your exhale, chair. Inhale, warrior three, right leg goes back. Exhale, bring your feet together, sit down into your chair. Inhale, your arms up. Exhale, sink it down into chair. Inhale, straighten your legs, gaze up. Exhale, go post your arms, open up your chest, open up your throat. Inhale, arms up to the ceiling. And exhale, fold, peace fingers to big toes. Make sure your feet are about 2 fist widths apart and fold on in, bending your elbows, pulling in your belly, and folding over those legs. Inhale, halfway up. And exhale, fold it in one more time. Maybe put a slight bend to your knees, trying to lay your torso on your legs, and then straighten them. Inhale, halfway up. Exhale, back to that arm balance. So we're going to plant our left hand down, and then bring our right hand behind our left elbow, and then come into crow on the right side. Bring your head or your forehead, third eye to the mat, and then lift that left leg towards the ceiling. Exhale, come out. Not real graceful. That was the first time I've really played around with this pose. Inhale, back into down dog. Exhale, push down those heels. Inhale, right leg to the sky. Exhale, right knee to left elbow, kick it out. Or take an arm balance here, reaching for the outside of that foot. And then exhale, lower to the floor, grabbing your block again. We're going to lift our legs over the block. So left leg goes. We're doing this 8 times. And 1, and 2, and moving a little wider this time. 3, and 4, and 5, and 6, and 7, and 8. Back to your wide-legged fold. Remove your block. Plant your hands. Inhale that right leg back up into your 3-legged dog. Exhale, right knee to right elbow and hold. Just adding a little hold in here. Big inhale. And then exhale, plant your foot. Come up into reverse revolve. Left arm up towards the ceiling. Right hand reaches for left leg, crescent legs. And then inhale, open into half moon. Left arm goes to the ceiling. Left leg floats. Gaze up. Exhale, reach back for the foot if you have the bind in half moon. If not, just hold half moon. On your exhale, release your bind and then inhale back into half moon. And then exhale, step back, peaceful warrior, reverse warrior, whatever you call it. Right arm up and over, left leg straight. Inhale, straighten arms, arms to a T. Reach, tip, Trikonasana. Gaze up at your left hand. Exhale, look down, plant your left hand. Inhale your right hand up, dragonfly twist. Exhale, left knee to behind right knee. Open back up, dragonfly. Left knee in to right knee. Inhale, open back up, dragonfly. Exhale, squeeze and come into floating curtsy. Left knee's behind right, sink into those legs. Inhale, come up, wrap your left leg around your right leg. Open your arms, right arm goes under left arm for eagle arms. Lift your elbows, big inhale. Hold your elbows up, squeeze and sink down. Inhale, come out into marchers, reach back with your left hand for that left foot. Right arm goes forward, body begins to tilt, kicking into that hand, dancer. And then exhale, see if you can touch the floor in your dancer, keeping your bind. Gaze out in front of you, release your leg, exhale, step back, both legs are straight, inhale, arms up. This time we're going to do revolve triangle instead of pyramid, so you may have to close your stance a little, but take your left hand and reach it for the outside of your right foot, and then reach your right arm to the ceiling and open that torso towards the right. And then exhale, plant both hands and step it back into 3-legged dog. Bend your right knee, flip your dog, inhale, right arm up and over. And then exhale, elbow to knee. This time, plant your foot in the center. We're coming up into warrior 2. Left leg is straight, foot parallel to the back of the mat, big bend in that right knee, arms to a T, warrior 2. Gazing off those fingers of the right hand. And then inhale, raise your heel off the floor and sink down into the warrior 2, pushing into the outside of that back left foot. Pulling in your abdominals, squeezing your shoulder blades. Exhale, ankle down, and begin moving your torso down into side angle. Right hand plants, left arm goes towards the ceiling. If you have a bind here and you want to reach that right hand under and reach your left hand around and clasp your hands, take your bind. If not, just hold your side angle. And then exhale, plant your hands surrounding your right foot, drop your left knee, and sit back, half splits. Pulling your core in, hinging. Maybe using your hands for balance, maybe floating. Inhale, come forward, step your right foot back, but float it. So floating plank, floating high plank with your right leg. Exhale, take your chaturanga, drop your foot, inhale up dog, exhale down dog. Take a big breath in your down dog. We added a lot of different things, little twists and turns. We're going to do the other side. Inhale, gaze forward, step your feet back, come into your chair pose. Exhale, sit down. Inhale, warrior three, right leg goes back. Reaching your palms facing. Exhale, back into chair. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, sit it down. Inhale, open, warrior three, left leg floats. Gaze out in front of you. Exhale, feet meet. Come back into your chair. Inhale, arms up. Continuing, straightening your legs, goalposting your arms, opening your throat and your chest. And then exhale, fold all the way to the floor. Taking our hands, palms up, and bringing our toes to our wrists for another fold here. Pulling that belly in, inhaling halfway up, flat back, and then exhale, pulling it on in. Weight is more towards the front of your feet in this pose. Just be careful you don't fall on your head. And then exhale, release, and come down to the floor. We are going to do that arm balance one more time. Right hand plants on the floor, palm down, forearm down, left hand behind that elbow, head to the mat. Crow on the left side. Bring that knee into your armpit. And then reach that right leg up towards the ceiling. Pulling those abdominals in. Pushing down into the floor with the dolphin arm to take some of that pressure off your neck. Come back into your down dog. Inhale, three-legged dog, left leg. Exhale, left knee touches right elbow. Kick it out. If you want to take a balance here on your exhale, sit down towards the floor. Once you hit the floor, reach for your block, put it in the center. And here we go. Right leg goes over the block for 8 counts. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 5 and 6 and 7 and 8. And so you're in your wide-legged fold. Remove your block, plant your hands. Inhale, left leg back up to the sky, three-legged dog. Exhale, left knee to left elbow and hold. Big inhale. And then exhale, plant your left foot behind your left hand. Inhale up into revolved crescent. Right arm up and over. Left arm reaching for right leg, big bend, gaze over your left shoulder. Inhale, half moon, left hand plants, right leg floats, right arm up towards the ceiling, gaze up. Exhale, look down. Reach for that bind if you have it. And then open up, looking over that right shoulder. When you release your bind, come back into your half moon, then bend into that left leg, step back, peaceful warrior, left arm up and over, sinking into that left leg, right leg is straight. Inhale, straighten both legs, arms to a T, reach, tip, Trikonasana, gaze up at your right hand. Exhale, right hand plants. Inhale, left arm up, big bend in that left knee. Exhale, right knee behind left knee. Inhale, open, dragonfly, look up. Exhale, squeeze, right knee behind left knee. Come on up, float your curtsy. Inhale, come all the way up and wrap that right leg around your left leg. Open your arms, left arm under right arm. Eagle arms, elbows up. Big inhale, exhale, sink into your legs. Pull your belly in. Weight is in your ankle of your left foot. Holding eagle. Inhale, come on out of eagle into marchers. Reach back for the instep of the right foot. Left arm reaches forward. Kick your foot into your right hand and tilt your torso, dancer. Square your hips. Exhale, try to touch the floor with your left hand, keeping your bind. Release your legs, step it back. Both legs are straight, and we're going to do revolve triangles. So right hand reaches for the outside of the left foot. Maybe close your stance a little. Turn your torso open to the left side. Gaze up at your left hand. Left hand is reaching for the ceiling. Exhale, plant your hands around your feet. Step your left foot back. Three-legged dog. Flip your dog. Inhale, left arm reaches for the front of the room. Gaze at your hand. Exhale, squeeze elbow to knee, and then you're going to plant your foot in the center of your mat to set up for warrior two. Right foot is parallel to the back of the mat. Right leg is straight. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, arms to a T. Sink into warrior two. Gaze off your left fingertips. Big inhale. And then on your exhale, we're going to come into side angle. So left hand will plant in front of the left foot. Right arm goes towards the ceiling, or if you have the bind, reach your left hand under and clasp it with your right hand, holding side angle. And then plant your hands around your left foot. Drop your right knee and sit back into your half splits. Hinging, engaging your core. And then inhale, come forward into that left foot. Step it back, float it. High plank with left leg floating. Take a big inhale. Exhale, chaturanga. Drop your foot. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, down dog. Take a big inhale. And on your exhale, come down into dolphin. Bring the palms of your hands down, forearms down, and then walk your feet in. Gaze at your palms or your hands. Pull in your core. Push your ankles down towards the mat. We're going to hold dolphin here for a couple breaths. And breathe. Inhaling and exhaling in our dolphin. And then on your next exhale, bring your knees to the mat. Inhale your right arm up. So we're in table. We're going to inhale our right arm up, and then we're going to do a thread the needle here. So you're going to take your right hand underneath your left armpit, palm is up. Bring your shoulder into the mat, and then if you want to take your left hand and reach for the right corner, or if you want to wrap your left hand around your waist, yogi's choice here. We're going to take a couple breaths here and a nice stretch. If you want to add a little to this, you can stretch your left leg back, flexing that left foot, and open up into this balance here. If not, you can just hold a regular thread the needle. This just adds a little bit of a challenge, a little bit of a balance. And if you flip over, we've all done it. Just come back to it. Exhale, bring that left knee down. Plant your left hand in front of your face and inhale your right arm up, gazing at your hand, and then exhale back into table. Now left side, we're going to inhale our left arm up, look at it. Exhale, thread it under, palm is up, sinking that shoulder into the mat, maybe right hand reaching for left corner or wrapping around your waist. And then if you did the balance on the other side, you probably want to do it on this side. Right leg straightens, foot is flexed. Holding your balance here. And breathing. Inhaling and exhaling. On your next exhale, drop your right knee. Plant your right hand next to your face. Inhale your left arm up. Gaze up at your hand. Exhale back into table. Taking a breath, maybe sitting back on your feet. coming back to your breathing. We're going to take a couple breaths here before we move on. So just lay your hands on your thighs. Just take a couple breaths. Relax your shoulders. Relax your face. Inhaling through your nose. Exhaling through your nose. And then on your next inhale, come forward. And exhale, push it back into your down dog. Inhale, walk your hands back to your feet. Exhale, fold. And then inhale, roll it on up. Reach up towards the ceiling. And exhale, coming back into Tadasana. We're going to do a couple balances here. So come up on your left toe. We're going to take our left peace fingers, reach for our left toe. We're going to inhale, straighten your left leg, stand up nice and tall. Full extension. If you have a bend in your knee like I do, that's okay. If it's too much to hold this, just hold Marcher's pose with a bent knee and just work on your balance. Couple breaths here, inhaling and exhaling. Then we're going to inhale, open. So we're going to take our leg out to the side and we're going to look over our right shoulder. We're going to hold this for a couple breaths here, inhaling through your nose and exhaling through your nose. Just don't hold your breath. Inhaling through your nose. Exhaling, bringing it to center. Try to straighten your leg, pull your belly in, try to flatten out and bring your nose to your shin. Then release your hold on your leg and hold the leg up, bringing your hands to your hips, flex your foot, straighten your leg and stand up nice and tall, shoulders back and down. Couple breaths here. Inhaling and exhaling. Inhale, lift it a little higher. Exhale, bring it to the mat. Separate your feet to the outsides of your mat and exhale, sink down into a Buddha squat. Triceps on the insides of the knee, nice tall spine, pushing into the insides of your knees with your triceps. Prayer hands. Inhaling and exhaling. On your next exhale, plant your hands. Come into a straight, wide-legged fold. Pulling in your belly. And then exhale, take that left hand in front of your right foot and then inhale your right arm up. A little twisty here. Exhale, walk it center. Fold center. Inhale, plant your left hand or right hand in front of your left foot and inhale your left arm up. Take your twist. Exhale, fold center. Inhale, walk your feet in together and roll on up, reaching your hands for the ceiling, gazing up. Exhale, back into your Tadasana. This time we're going to come up on our right toe and do the same thing on the right side. So right peace fingers are going to reach for the right toe. Left hand to the left hip and inhale, open. Extending that leg straight, standing up as tall as you can, straight spine, squeezing that left glute. Again, if you do not have this balance, just hold Marchers. We're taking approximately 5 breaths, but I'm not counting them. So just big inhales through your nose and exhales. On your next inhale, open it to the side and then look over your left shoulder. And breathe, inhaling through your nose and exhaling. Inhaling and exhaling. Bring your leg back center. Take a big inhale, flatten out. And exhale, knee to nose or shin to nose. Inhale, release your leg and hold your leg up. Hands go to your hips. Flex your foot nice and tall. Shoulders back and down. And breathe. Inhaling through your nose and exhaling through your nose. Big inhale, lift it up a little higher. Squeeze, 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 squeeze. Exhale, plant your foot. Take them wide to the outsides of your mat. Feet are at a 45. Sink down back into that Buddha squat. Nice tall spine. Pushing those triceps into the insides of those knees. Opening up those hips. Coming back to your breath. Big inhale. Exhale, sit back on your rear end. Bring your knees into your belly and then extend your legs straight, coming into boat, reaching your hands forward. Pulling that belly button to spine, keeping your spine tall, shoulders pulled down and away from your ears. Lifting, reaching, squeezing the abdominals. And breathing. Inhaling and exhaling. On your next exhale, cross your legs, come forward, plant your hands, and then come into table. And then inhale, cow. Exhale, cat. Inhale, cow. Gaze up. Exhale, cat. Inhale, cow. And exhale, cat. Come to a neutral spine. And we're going to come into frog the long way on our mat. So we're going to take our knees as wide as we can. And then we're going to take our feet even wider, flexing our feet like a frog. We're going to work our way into widening our hips. And then we're going to come down onto our forearms. Your butt is going to stay in the air unless you can come down that far. But you're going to come down as far as you can into your chest. I usually do this on the wall because I have better control of it on the wall. But since I have my camera set up, I'm going to do it on my mat today. And our goal is to widen our hips. So relax your upper part of your body while trying to open the lower part of your body. This should not hurt your knees. And just come to your breath and breathe. Inhaling and exhaling in your frog pose. Inhaling and exhaling. We're still breathing, but I'm going to cue you how to come out of frog before we move out of frog. So when you come out of frog, you're going to come forward and you're going to do it nice and slow. This is a tough pose and it can get really uncomfortable if you come out of it quickly. So you're just going to come forward and let your body kind of naturally come out of frog when we're ready to move here. So stay in it for a couple more breaths. Continuing to inhale through your nose and exhale through your nose. And then I'll cue you when we're ready. It's funny, I'm making this video and I just saw my massage lady today and she told me you need to do frog. And this was the last time I did it, and I pulled this video from, I think it was like 2 weeks ago. I got a little far behind on some of my videos. So this is my reminder, more frog. Okay, so we're ready to move out. So slightly come forward and move your body out of frog, nice and slow. Coming to seated on your mat. Okay, we're going to do fire log here. So take your right leg and bend your knee and bring it parallel to the front of your mat. And then take your left foot and put it on the top part of your right knee, but have that leg be parallel to the front of the mat as well. This is another hip opener, but it works the outside, so be very careful here. You can inhale to a straight spine, and then exhale, you can fold forward if you have a little bit of flexibility. Some of you might just need to put yourself in the pose and stay sitting up straight. That is going to depend on each of our bodies. My hips have been really tight lately, so I'm not moving very far down. I'm just leaning into them very, very little here. So breathing, we work the inside of our growing in frog, the insides of our hips, and we're going to work the outside here with our fire log. Inhaling through your nose and exhaling through your nose. Our cores are still engaged here. Our body is still engaged in these stretches. And we try to relax those parts of our bodies that we're not using and engage the parts that we are using, unless we're doing yin versions. On your next inhale, come on up and take that left foot off your right foot and extending both of your feet long. Just shaking them out a little bit, maybe windshield wipering them from side to side. Nice and easy. And then take your left foot, bend it. Your shin should be parallel. And then take your right foot and put it on top of that left knee. Try to keep both of those legs as parallel as you can without forcing them. Feeling that little stretch on the outsides of those hips. Straight spine, big inhale. And then when you're ready, you can exhale and fold on in if that's available to you. If not, just stay seated. For some of us, that's all it takes, and we still feel the stretch. Inhaling through your nose and exhaling. Inhaling through your nose, just letting you know I'm still here. And exhaling. Maybe coming into it a little deeper as you begin to loosen up from holding the stretch for a period of time. Again, yogi's choice, always trying to bring ourselves to the edge without hurting ourselves. And sometimes that can be a very fine line, and you have to do so very carefully. When you're ready, inhale, come up to a straight spine and unwind those legs. And then straighten them, and then maybe windshield wiper them again. Nice and slow, nice and easy. And then per request, before we go into our Shavasana, you can just go into your Shavasana, or if you want to try this. I don't even remember doing this, but another arm balance here. Our fingers are facing back towards our knees in this particular arm balance, and then our elbows are going to bend backwards, and we're going to hook them into our hips. So we got to come pretty far forward here. And then we lift our legs. And you can put your face down into the mat or your chin down into the mat to start this, or you can float it. We were just playing around with this. And I even forget what it's called, so I'll have to look that up. When you're done, if you want to play with that, we're going back into our Shavasana. Feet at the corners of our mat, shoulders slightly tucked, palms facing up, arms beside you, or Shavasana.